Hi, Mr. Hand. Congress is currently working on a new farm bill, which will have a big impact on the 2nd District. What are your thoughts on the current House Republican plan? And specifically, would you support the controversial proposal to cut food aid for low-income Americans?
I'm Chuck Hand, lifelong resident of the 2nd District. I've worked side by side with the people of the 2nd District, solving problems since 2018. I've only seen this man next to me come around when it's election time, wanting to run for office. I've been wearing tires slam out in Southwest Georgia, meeting with voters and building relationships in our communities for years now. I'm not interested in debating the issues of the 2nd District with a man who doesn't even reside in it, especially one who orchestrates attacks on my wife. I'm more concerned about beating Sanford Bishop, representing you, and passing the America First agenda and putting Donald Trump back in the White House. This race is very simple. It's either 8th District money or 2nd District heart. The choice is yours. It's the dollar versus the change. Now, this is where I get back in my truck and head back to Southwest Georgia, because I got two races to win.
Thank you very much. Doug Reardon, you're not staying, sir? Are you leaving? Okay. Well, I guess we will continue, and I'll ask Jill. You will get a question again to Wayne Johnson.
What are your thoughts on the Farm Bill?
Yeah. Wow. I don't even know how to react.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a complete buffoon Charles Hand made of himself there. But really, this does not come as a surprise if you've been following the MAGA cult for the past several years. That is quite the norm for them. So let's begin here, shall we? So let's start with some of the hypocrisies Mr. Hand exposed himself here to. So he started off where he accused his opponent of going after his wife, mentioning his wife. So to add a little context here for Mr. Hand's wife, what happened with her is she has quite a criminal history of Oxycontin possession, and was Hand's co-defendant in the Capitol riot case. And it's just funny to see Mr. Hand accuse his opponent of using tactics going after family members, which is, again, shows the hypocrisy coming from MAGA cultists, because that's the number one tactic every MAGA cultist uses on you the moment they start losing a debate, or even outside of debates. The number one thing they do is go after family members. I mean, look at Hunter Biden, for example. Because, let's face it, Hunter Biden's not the one running for any political office whatsoever. But for some reason, it's very important in this. Alright, second thing I want to talk about with hypocrisy. So he mentions that his opponent doesn't live in that district. While I do agree with him on this point, is that if you want to represent a state or district, you should be living in that district and or state. Let's not forget that some of MAGA's favorite senators and representatives don't exactly live in the state or district they're representing. Mr. Josh Hawley, you come to mind here. And then another hypocrisy to bring up is how he accuses Mr. Wayne Johnson of being all big money this, big money that, when he was doing his little money and heart little speech at the end there. In case if he hasn't forgotten, the guy he's trying to put back in office, Donald Trump, is all big money. He's a self-proclaimed billionaire. Actually, he's barely even a millionaire. He's not even a millionaire anymore. But this is the same Donald Trump who gave a big, massive $1 billion worth of tax breaks to the ultra-rich, while raising taxes of the common Joe, like Mr. Hand himself. The same Donald Trump who has all his monies tied in offshore accounts in Russia, China, North Korea. The same Donald Trump whose all his companies are offshore in China, where he produces his ties, his suits, his flags, his little retard hats. And let's not forget the amount of simping MAGA cultists do when it comes to defending billionaire Elon Musk every time he makes a dumb decision involving Twitter. And then that brings us to Chuck Hand himself. A man who was took part in the January 6th insurrection attempt, failed, got arrested, went to court, and was found guilty of trespassing and committing insurrection. And it's funny how there's video evidence of this guy committing the crime, and yet he, along with instructing his wife to deny. Gee, where have we seen that tactic before? He's a traitor, and thank God he lost. And to the good people, good, sane Republicans in the Georgia 2nd District, I thank you for putting an end to Chuck Hand. Now, if we could just do something about that Neanderthal in Georgia, we'd be in business.